So we're now doing the driving portion in the Yaris Hybrid. We'll grab down into drive, we'll head off. You can see just a wee warning sign saying the roads may be icy. Put the foot down. Immediately we're getting that instant torque from the hybrid battery pack. With my day driving this car, it's definitely pretty nippy on the roads. In comparison to the previous generation, it's a lot more kind of stance out on the road, a lot more road presence when you're looking at it visually. But with regards to driving dynamics on the road, so it's very well planted, and I was very impressed in comparison with the kind of preconceptions of Toyota and the Yaris going ahead. Spec launch edition comes with all the gadgets, so you may hear some beeping like your lane departure warning. The driving dynamics of the car drives pretty flat, which is impressive, not roly-poly at all that I was expecting. And I think they've really shaken off that image from the previous generation Yaris. It's got a wider stance, it's very grippy on the roads, and the seats are very comfortable. Put the foot down and you're just getting that little bit of torque from the battery pack and the engine, all kind of seamlessly working together. Just on the back road there, you probably see fast lane base over in the background. We've now got a road diversion in front of us. I was not expecting this. So now we're in a twisty section of the road, we can really feel the car bending round the corners. Again, so flat. Almost feels like GTI, like Peugeot, Golf, whole kind of style driving. I'm pretty impressed. It's just been a 1.5 3-cylinder hybrid. It's like got that kind of urgency to it that I wasn't expecting. With regards to economy, you can probably expect real world driving about 65 to 68 miles to a gallon, which is pretty impressive for a hybrid car, and I'm sure you're going to be more than happy with that. There's some people in the forums that claim to get about 80 miles to a gallon, so maybe your own challenge if you buy this car to see what you can get. 0 to 60 in this car is just over 9 seconds, which again is pretty respectable for the kind of classic car it is. And currently all cars come with this 1.5 3-cylinder hybrid setup, and it produces around 115 horsepower. So it's pretty respectable. In comparison, my very first car was a 1.2 VW Polo with 55 horsepower, and I think that took 18 seconds to get to 60, so I'd be very happy. Same kind of classic car with double the horsepower. So we've got various driving modes down here. At a touch of a button we can go between eco and power mode. You just hit drive mode down here, you get PWR for power. You hit eco mode, you get a little EV button, eco ready on the left hand side. It kind of dulls down driving experience to enhance efficiency, and you get up to 80% driving around on battery power alone. That's pretty impressive. I quite like the kind of standard setup. It just kind of blends that both. You get a bit of efficiency there, and you're getting the driving feel without it being too lacklustre on the pedal. Looking out, I quite like the gauge cluster, very easy to read. As I mentioned, it is an automatic, so you just see the D for drive and let that do its own thing. Speedometer on the right hand side, so easy to read, it's digital. And right now we're going 39 behind a Jaguar E-Pace. As I mentioned, full of tech. We've got the clear and easy to read instrument display. At a touch of a button you can swipe through settings, messages, things like that, fuel economy, tyre pressure, all easy to read and very clear. And cruise controls on the right hand side of the steering wheel, and this particular car's got the adaptive cruise control, so at a touch of a button you can set that and away we go. So that means that the car in front brakes or accelerates, we'll follow it at that pace and that distance, so that's pretty impressive. This particular car is the launch edition car, as I mentioned, and it's got the heads-up display. The heads-up display is also on the dynamic trim, and I believe it's optional on the XL trim as well. It's very wide and clear, which I quite like. You can see your speed on it, you can see your revs. It's got a road traffic sign, and it also says radar ready, and we've got the lines inside the roads. So a lot of information there, pretty clear, which is a bonus, especially in this size of car. You don't always expect this classic car to have this kind of technology. It's pretty impressive. So with regards to visibility, some of you may be wondering, decent view out, the bonnet tapers down below, we've got relatively thin A-pillar for a modern car, wing mirrors on a nice size, you can see all around, good visibility. No obvious blind spots that I can see. This particular car is also fitted with blind spot monitoring, so the little light at the side of the mirror will flash if there's a car in your blind spot when you're on the go. And you shouldn't really have any issues. This kind of car really excels. Easy to park, you've got the reversing camera, and you're really good to go. Just go round the roundabout again, past the base, put the foot down. Car is front wheel drive, pretty nippy, pretty grippy, and pretty good fun. So thanks very much for watching my video on the 2020 Yaris Hybrid. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and a special thanks to Helensburgh Toyota for lending me the car. I'll see you next video. Ciao!